We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Cleveland Guardians in the third game of a four-game series at Progressive Field in Cleveland. How you doing, everybody? This is the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. That works for me. Welcome back for another night of baseball, a giant series between two of the top teams in the American League. How you doing there, Charm City chat? Welcome in. Take a seat, grab a snack, grab some hard liquor if you need it, whatever you need. Get yourself situated and prepared for tonight's ball game. Good to see people coming back in. And let me extend a hello to those that might be new to my channel. First of all, let me get a sip of coffee. I'm already stumbling over my words here. Okay. Oh, that goes down good. Right, if you're new to the channel, welcome in. I started this channel up just in time for the 2024 season. I've been calling every Orioles baseball game all season long. We are 111 games in with a record of 65-46. Tonight is game number 112. And again, I've been calling every pitch, play-by-play, and commentary. And the idea is to do that all season long and hopefully well into October. And along with that, we're growing a community here. I live way far away from Baltimore, but I still love my Orioles. And I know there's a lot of Oriole fans scattered all over the world. And a lot of people don't have an opportunity to watch it on TV or hear it on the radio. You got a place to do it right here on the BirdWatcher channel. And let me go ahead and hit the reset button on that right there. You got the Charm City chat here. If you want to subscribe to the channel, it's free, it's easy. You just hit the subscribe button at the bottom of your screen and a 1 minute wait, and you get right into the Charm City chat. It's great interactivity, great fun. We love to hang out and talk Orioles baseball and sometimes some other goofy topics depending on how the game's going. But I think you will find it to be a great place, a great source to follow Orioles baseball whenever you're in the mood. So think about subscribing. Again, there's a button at the bottom of your screen. Right, we have a pitching matchup tonight. Zack Eflin making his second start for the Baltimore Orioles. He has a record this season of 6-7, an ERA of 4.11. On the mound for the Guardians, Joey Cantillo. No record and an ERA north of 8. This is not their ace by any means. I look at this guy and I'm thinking, wow, we couldn't get to Carlos Carrasco last night. We're down 2-0 in this 4-game series. This is a must-win situation, folks. The Yankees have already won this afternoon. They are currently a half a game ahead of us. We got to keep pace, and we got to keep on keeping on. So we've got the starting lineups right here, and I've got one big topic I want to talk about. I don't know if I'm going to squeeze it in before first pitch, but let's get these lineups out there for you. For the Orioles, leading off and playing left field, Austin Slater. Ryan Mountcastle will bat second and play first base. Gunnar Henderson will be the shortstop batting third. Anthony Santander, the cleanup hitter, will play right field. Eloy Jimenez gets his first start as an Oriole. He will be the DH and bat fifth. Kobe Mayo making his second start in his major league career. Last night, he didn't get a hit, but he did draw a pair of walks and scored a run. He'll bat sixth in this lineup tonight, playing third base. Colton Cowser will be in center field, batting seventh. James McCann behind the plate, batting eighth. And finally, Jackson Holliday at second base, batting ninth. For the Guardians, I've got their lineup over here, just to make sure I've got their positions correct. Stephen Kwan, normally in left field, will be the DH tonight and lead off. Angel Martinez in center field, batting second. Jose Ramirez will bat third and play third. Josh Naylor, the cleanup hitter, at first base. Lane Thomas in right field, batting fifth. Andres Jimenez hitting 6th and playing second base. Daniel Schneemann is in left field batting 7th. Bo Naylor behind the plate hitting 8th, and Brian Rocchio, the number 9 hitter, at shortstop. Again, Joey Cantillo is on the mound for the Guardians. Now, if I come up on over here, do I have this up and ready? Folks, this is what I want to talk about right now. I know this is super small on your screen. I have to blow it up myself. But this is from my Discord because I was typing it up there, but I can't have my Discord open during a stream. It tends to mess up my audio for some reason. But tonight we don't have Adley Rutschman in the lineup. And I understand that with the addition of Eloy Jimenez that we now have a platoon of DH against lefties. The recipe used to be, well, DH Adley, start McCann, and that way Adley's in your lineup every day. Well, now with Eloy Jimenez here, it would appear that the Orioles are going to use a more traditional starting catcher, backup catcher split situation where Adley is your everyday catcher and McCann will come in to start every 4th or 5th game to give Adley rest. Well, my point here is this. We have to time these rests for Adley when we face a righty, which is more often than not. Normally we're facing a right-hander. They tend to start, about 2/3 of games. Usually 2 out of every 3 pitchers is going to be from the right side, somewhere in that neighborhood. So at most you might face 3 lefties in a row in a given stretch, right? Whereas righties, you could face as many as 5 or 6 in a row. My point here being, and I don't know if you can read this, Adley Rutschman, his splits this season have been, they're 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. Adley has absolutely crushed left-handed pitching this season. And for me, we should never be sitting him against lefties. He's hitting .357. His on-base percentage is over .400. He's slugging .571 for an OPS of .982. Against righties, which is what we're facing tonight. I'm sorry, we're facing a lefty tonight. Let me back up. Against righties, who I think we should be using McCann to, make a spot start instead of lefties. Rutschman's only batting .217 against righties on the season. On-base percentage below .300, not over .400. And his slugging is about 170 points lower. His OPS 341 points lower at .641. Folks, at the very bottom of your screen, there is the direct comparison. Adley against righties is pretty much on par with James McCann just on the season against whoever he's playing against. So my argument here is if Austin Slater is going to hit leadoff and James McCann is going to be in the lineup against the lefty, I would rather see Adley, who, if he's going to have an on-base percentage of over .400, you can move him up to the top of the order. You can move Slater down to hit 8th, which I think for a guy hitting under .200 and a lot to prove would make a little bit more sense. We'll see how Austin Slater does in the leadoff spot. But I think this is a much better lineup that I'm posting right here, if you can see it. Adley, Tony, then Gunnar, then Mountie, then Eloy, then Mayo, then Cowser, Slater, and Holiday. You've got Gunnar, the only lefty bat in the first 6, and then you split those bats between Cowser and Holiday, the lefties, in the bottom of the order with Slater in between. That's how I would do this, folks, but that's just me. But Brandon Hyde, please consider this. Adley Rutschman, when you want to bench him, wait for a right-handed starter. He's only batting .217. He's hitting really well, .357 against lefties. We won't have him in the lineup tonight against this lefty. I hope everybody understands my point there. I think the numbers speak for themselves. I mean, folks, we're more than 2/3 of the way into the season. This is not a small sample size. Why am I looking at a Tampa Bay Rays lineup? What is this? This is not my game. This is not my ball game. This is not my ball game. Okay, I gotta scramble here. Excuse me. All right, this is a Fox broadcast, and I guess Fox just switched me up and took me to the Rays Astros game, and now I'm scrambling to get the ball game up. First pitch might have already occurred. I apologize. I'm scrambling right now to get this ball game up. They pulled an okey doke on your boy BW. That is not cool. Let's see if we got it up here. All right, looks like we do. Give me a sec. Oh, come on now. Be nice. Just be nice. Volume down. All right, folks, we are underway, and the Orioles have a leadoff double. Holy cow, we're underway. All right, never mind. Austin Slater, your new leadoff hitter. Forget everything I said. Austin Slater with a leadoff double right out of the gate, and here we go. What do I know? All right. Wow. What a start. All right, Ryan Mountcastle's at the plate, and the first pitch to him has popped up down the right field side and out of play. How about that, Austin Slater? Make me eat my words, why don't you? I still stand by. I still stand by what I'm saying. I love how people will look at a one play reaction and go, well, there you go. Well, we got Ryan Mountcastle. 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Mounty's hitting .267 on the season. The Orioles wearing their orange jersey tops with the gray pants. The Guardians, for the second straight night, wearing their City Connect shirts. This pitch is swung on and missed on a pitch low and away. Mounty with a bad swing on that one. One out here in the first. Mounty unable to make contact and do something to maybe move that runner at second over to third. And that is the sort of lack of fundamental baseball that's got your boy a little bit frustrated. Gunnar Henderson is up at the plate, folks. We go over here for a minute.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
First pitch to Gunnar is just off the plate, low and away. Henderson batting .285. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. A off-speed pitch, 78 miles an hour from Cantillo or Cantillo. Not quite sure. Not familiar with this guy, this pitcher here for the Guardians. The 1-1 pitch is a called strike at 94 outside edge. Boy, the transparent batter's, what do you call it? The strike zone. The strike zone is very tough to pick up, excuse me, on the screen here. This pitch is low, maybe outside as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Gunnar Henderson. Slater at second base with 1 out. We're in the top of the first. 2-2 to Gunnar. Swung on and popped up left side, third base. Ramirez in foul ground makes the catch. Gunnar Henderson pops out in foul ground for out number 2. And it's going to be up to Tony Taters.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
By the way, I'm going to need a sound drop for Austin Slater. I don't have one. Santander, 246 average, 32 homers, 75 driven in. Get those taters up in the chat. First pitch is a big sweeping curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Two down, just getting started here with a runner at second base in the top of the first. 0-1 count to Anthony Santander. Pitch, called a strike. 96 on the inside edge. 0-2 the count. And the next one is over the plate but low, 1-2. Look at all them taters. Folks, we've got mayo now. We can make a tater salad if we're in the mood. The 1-2, first a timeout here. The catchers, Bo Naylor, going to come out to talk to Cantillo. Still nobody in the league with more home runs since June 1st than Santander. He's had 23 since that time. Next closest is Aaron Judge at 21. Not sure if he had a home run today or not. I know he did last night. 477 feet. Cantillo out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Just 24 years old. 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled off to the left. And we'll do it again. I hear you, Amber. Orioles magic. We need it. A nice, healthy dose. A heaping helping. The pitch. There's a curveball left up and away. And the count now even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at second. And the pitch to Tony is swung on and hit in the air to left. Backing up some, but with plenty of room, is Martinez, who makes the catch as he just steps onto the track. And the inning is over. The Orioles get a leadoff double and can't even move them up 90 feet. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Orioles nothing, and the Guardians coming up. Maybe this thing is timed okay. We'll try to use the scoreboard here tonight, see how it's timed. Let's take a look at Charm City chat. We got Isaac, Calvin, Shantae, Herbert, Michael, R.W. Clippy, Gerald, Baxter, Zopfinator, Frank, Bonnie, Chilo, Warren, R.J. Am I repeating names? Melinda. Hey, Melinda. It's been so long since I've seen my old pal Melinda. Melinda knows who's talking right now. Melinda's here. Vonnie, Mike Green, Fox, Eric. I haven't read anybody's stuff, but I just want to get everybody's name in. Lion Hunter, Robert. I think that might be everybody. Amber. There you go. All right. Let's Eflin go. That's right. I said the same thing in the Discord last night. Let's Eflin go. I see more new faces in the lineup. Slater and Eloy. Hyde has more names to pull out of the hat. Yep, I mean, folks, this is sort of why we brought these guys in. Our lineup was a little lefty heavy, and we needed some righty bats, especially with the loss of Austin Hayes. Well, we've got another Austin. His name is Slater. And now we've got Eloy Jimenez, who would appear to be in a straight platoon now at the DH spot with Ryan O'Hearn. You're going to see Eloy in there against lefties at DH, I assume, every time. And conversely, O'Hearn against righties. I can also see O'Hearn playing some at first base, Mountcastle getting a day off, and Eloy getting a DH against righties from time to time. Zack Eflin is on the mound. In his Orioles debut, he got the win, 6 innings. He gave up 10 hits, but he scattered them pretty well, gave up just one bad pitch, a 3-run homer. To account for the 3 runs, it was a quality start. And, of course, he did not give up a walk. Stephen Kwan at the plate, he shows bunt, and that one is bouncing behind the plate for his called strike, not a called strike, for a foul strike 1. Kwan is hitting .332. Man, he can hit. 11 homers and 31 driven in. And the next pitch is lined foul off to the left. Count is 0-2 on Quan, it does appear that the scoreboard tonight is going to line up pretty well with me. We can sit here and actually have a little animated scoreboard, at least for now. Looks like it's working. Next pitch is hit on the ground to second base. Holiday boots it and boots it again. Oh, my goodness. Jackson Holiday to his left fields this ball. It pops out of his glove into the air a little bit. It looks like he was going to grab it and then, get situated. But the second grab, he just drops it out of the transfer to his hand. Not a pretty play at all by Jackson Holiday. That is an E4 all the way. So a runner at first with one down. And he can't be, or nobody out. Excuse me, that's the leadoff hitter. Man, you can't be letting the leadoff man on against this lineup for free. You got J-Ram and Naylor coming up after Martinez, who takes a called strike on the inside edge. Yep, the defense has definitely been the poorest it's been all year here for a couple of weeks or so now. It's tough to see. This pitch is fouled away. The count is 0-2. I mean, we had that play last night where Cowser was trying to charge in on a fly ball that's never easy to get to in that Bermuda Triangle down the left field line. Kobe Mayo, though, they went out there. They weren't communicating. That ball dropped in. This one swung on, hit on the ground, softly to second. Mountie at first broke for the ball and manages to recover to be at the bag for the throw from Jackson Holiday. Boy, that was almost a weird play that almost resulted in a nightmare. But nice recovery by Mountcastle here. It was slowly hit on the right side. Jackson and Mountie both broke for it, but Mountie realized he had to get back to the bag. We've got one out and a runner at second base now as Quan moves up into scoring position. Jose Ramirez now at the plate. First pitch to him is low for ball one. Ramirez having another fine all-star caliber season with a .276 average. Switch hitter. Next pitch is taken low for ball two. 2-0 the count. No score, bottom of the first between the Guardians and Orioles. Cleveland with one out and a runner at second base. The 2-0 is swung on and hit in the air to right. Near the first base line, Holiday is going to call off Ryan Mountcastle to make this catch in foul ground. So Holiday gets the out. 2 down in the inning. A tough batter retired, and now you got Naylor coming up. And folks, with the lineup they have tonight, with David Fry not in this lineup, with Lane Thomas, who I believe went 0 for 4 last night, hitting behind Naylor, who is red hot, and first base open, I would not be giving Naylor anything to hit here. First pitch is hit on the ground, off Eflin's glove. Gunner's got it over to first in time. Forget all of my advice. Go ahead and hit Slater leadoff. Go ahead and pitch to Naylor. Everything's working so far. We go to the second inning, no score. Everything's working except driving in runs. Damn it. Leadoff double, can't get him in. We're going to the second inning, no score. All right. How we doing, Charm City chat? Eflin got fat. He used to be rail thin with the Phillies. A lot of pitchers go that way, Spurger. I don't know what it is. You know, Bartolo Colon used to be svelte back in his early days with the then Cleveland Indians. Hell, Corbin Burns, our own ace. He's gotten a little more hefty than he used to be during his first years with the Brewers. It happens. As long as that velocity and command is working, you can have a physique like CC Sabathia. It can work for you. How you doing there, Giants fan? Nice to see you. Folks, we've got a couple of new faces due up in the second. Eloy Jimenez, followed by Kobe Mayo. And then the Milkman. Cowser hitting lower in the lineup today against the left-handed starter. What has Pierce Brosnan's wife got? Oh, got fat, but he seems cool with it. Well, I'd hope so. It's his wife. They're married. They love each other. Honey, I wanted a divorce. You're 20 pounds heavier than you were when I married you. What happened to you? Man, if that's somebody's mentality, then if I'm the other spouse, I'd be like, all right, give me the papers. Where do I sign? Sheesh. Good grief. I just, you know what? After, you know, I'm not dealing with it, man. So anyway. All right, we got a new inning going here. And here's Eloy Jimenez at the plate. He takes a first pitch for a called strike. Jimenez comes over from the White Sox hitting .239, 5 homers, 16 driven in. And he's had over 200 at-bats, I believe. That is not a small sample there. Extrapolated over a full season, a guy who's known for his power is really on pace for only about 15 home runs. He's got an 0-2 count here already. By the way, here's his walk-up music. Sorry, we've got a lot of new Dominicans on the team, just trying to represent. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a big curveball off the plate outside for ball one. We're going to need some kind of nickname for this guy. You guys got any ideas for an Eloy nickname? Here's a check swing, and that pitch is... He went around. He struck out. Jimenez strikes out on a bad pitch on a check swing. That is not a pretty look. One away here in the top of the second. That pitch bounced into the glove of the catcher. And Eloy took a swing. One down. Here's Kobe Mayo. And he takes one that bounces away. Mayo time.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Just spread it out. Just get it all on there. Kobe Mayo in his second Major League game. Still looking for his first Major League hit. 2 walks last night. Scored a run. This one's lined into left field, but right at Schneeman for out number 2. Kobe Mayo hit that one right on the line, but bad luck right to the left fielder. Solid swing from Mayo, a good sign. He gets a couple of pats on the butt as he goes back to the dugout in recognition for a good swing. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up the Milkman. First pitch to Cowser is low and away for ball one. Eloy Elote. Is that Elote or Elote? I don't know what that is. Should I know that? Is that like a brand of corn? I feel ignorant right now. Here's a foul ball off to the left by Cowser, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Colton Cowser coming into tonight with a 15-game hitting streak. Base is empty with 2 down. And the 1-1 pitch is a curve that stays inside. 2-1. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed. Fastball belt high, and Cowser could not get to it. Cantillo, Doesn't throw extremely hard. 93 on the heater. Ah, okay. So is it elote or is that right? Elote? Am I saying that right? Here's a swing and a foul ball off to the right. So we want to compare Eloy to corn. Eloy on the cob. Speaking of Cobb, the Guardians have signed a pitcher named Cobb. So if he were to face us somewhere down the line, we might have Eloy against the Cobb. Here's a check swing by Cowser, and that pitch is in the dirt. He does not offer. It is 3-2 now on the Milkman. We got a good food thing going. We got some mayo. You know, the Marlins, they traded a lot of players away. They had a guy named Jake Berger. We could have had a burger on the team. Called strike 3 to Cowser on a pitch on the outside edge. And we're allowing yet another guy with nothing on his resume to suggest that we can't get to him. But through 2 innings, we can't get to him. We go to the bottom of the second, no score in Cleveland. Folks, last night's ball game, I know you don't like the result, so maybe me talking about this is something that's going to make you roll your eyes instead of feeling excited about the channel. But we killed it last night, folks. 4,200 and change tuned in last night. I think the record for a stream is somewhere around 4,800. Still trying to get that first 5,000 milestone for views. But that one that broke the record, that was a game that had a rain delay. I think the entire broadcast lasted over 5 hours. Last night was just a normal game, normal amount of time, and put up one of the best numbers so far in this channel's history. So that's good to see, because I was a little bit worried, folks. Some of these games right after the All-Star break, perhaps it's because of the Olympics, perhaps it's because of the way the Orioles have been playing lately. I had a couple of nights where we couldn't even get to 3,000. But, yeah, back to over 4. Although the sub count, folks, I don't know. I'm going to need help from you fellow bird watchers out there. This needs to be a grassroots effort. I don't know how to convince people to sub up. I'm not a salesman. I really find it to be the most cringe part of this whole operation. Me trying to sell people on subscribing or doing other things to support the channel. I mean, I think I bring up the membership option for people maybe once a week. It's just, but I got to do it, I guess. I don't know. This channel needs to grow in one way or another. And once the season's over, it's going to be about 4 months or so of not calling games. What just happened to this broadcast? It just went black. Okay, there it goes. All right, due up for the Guardians in this inning, Thomas, Jimenez, and Schneemann. Any sound effects to break the birds out of this funk? I don't know. Let's head on down to the nightclub and see what Tony's doing.
Call it the ball.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
First pitch to Lane Thomas is a strike, and so is the next. 0-2 the count on Lane Thomas. He fouled off that second pitch. This one is off the plate, low and away, a ball and 2 strikes. Lane Thomas hitting .253. He had a couple of doubles in the first game of this series. Had an 0 for last night. Although I think he did draw a walk in his final AB. I might have gotten that wrong. This pitch looked pretty good, but it's called a ball. 2-2 on Thomas, leading it off here in the bottom of the second. This pitch is popped up on the infield. Mountcastle looking for it on the infield grass. He makes the catch. 1 away. Robert, if there's something I could do I feel as confident as I would calling a baseball game, it would be that. I could definitely call a Premier League game for you. I don't know about the accent. Would you like to hear my accent? It depends on what I'm pulling it from. All right, no balls, 1 strike on Jimenez. Bloody hell. This one is popped up. Gunner going out in the outfield. Coming in is Cowser from the left side. He makes the catch. Oh, no, Cowser's the center fielder. Excuse me. Slater comes in to make the catch. Actually, no, what? I love when people write that comment. Folks, I can't remember what I said 10 seconds ago. I caught the U.S. women's getting a win today. Well, Warren, you heard me say like 4 words. Give me a chance. Here's a called strike to Schneemann on a breaking ball. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the second. And the pitch is up and in for ball 1. Let me just try to think of a monologue from a movie that's got a British actor doing it. Maybe I can nail it. This one's hit the left field, and Slater makes a leaping grab attempt. He cannot get it. That ball will get past him, and it'll be a double for Schneemann. Schneemann. Really? Schneemann? All right. Luckily, this comes with 2 out, and hopefully Eflin can get out of this spot here. A Slater, full extension. That ball hit just off the end of his glove. 1 more inch, and maybe he can snag it. Runner at second base with 2 down. Here's Bo Naylor. Goes after the first pitch and fouls it off to the right. Bo Naylor batting just .203. But he does have a pair of home runs over his last 2 ball games, 6 driven in. I'd do Tottenham, Michael, because that's the team I know best. This pitch is... Where is that one? 1-1 the count. 1-1 on Bo Naylor. 2 down, runner at second. No score in the bottom of the second. Eflin's next pitch is taken low and in. 2-1. Oh, I could do a Saved by the Bell reference for Slater. I like that idea. It's all right, 'cause Slater's up. There's a called strike from Eflin. Evens up the count at 2-2. All right. 2 out, and the 2-2 pitch is swung on and fouled away. We'll do it again. Can't find a better name. Schneemann at second. 2 down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch inside, ball 3. Eflin is on 26 pitches with 2 out here in the second. That is not a problem yet. But we have a full count here on Bo Naylor, and the payoff pitch is swung on, hit on the ground to second. Holiday has it to first in time, and the inning is over. All right. The Orioles work their way out of this one. We go to the third, still scoreless in Cleveland. Oh, my.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
That's right. When my teacher pops a test, I know I'm in a mess, and my dog ate all my homework last night. Great show. Great show. Especially when Jesse's addicted to speed, which is a plot line stolen directly from Family Ties, like 5 years earlier when Alex P. Keaton was taking speed to prepare for his final exams in college or whatever. Like, we already had that episode, Saved by the Bell. You done stole it. What are you doing? All right, 8-9-1 due up for the Orioles, including the guy batting 1,000, Austin Slater. She had to be on speed to be in Showgirls. Yeah, I got a feeling there might have been a cocktail to get through that production of some sort. I love Showgirls, and when it comes to the dialogue, there's some great funny videos that break some of it down. Like the lead actress who was on Saved by the Bell, she meets like a friend in Vegas, and they're sitting around sipping on soda and eating French fries, and the new friend is like, "So where are you from?" And Elizabeth Berkley, she just slams her fries down and just goes, "Places." All right? I'm from places. Just this extreme overreaction. And, of course, the lovemaking scene in the pool. Wow. That looked like fish mating. Swimming upstream somewhere. I don't know. All right. I might have gotten off topic. Here we go. Top of the third. And McCann. James McCann, legend, folk hero.
Tough guy. Thinks he's a tough guy.
He's got a 1-0 count. And this pitch is fouled off to the right, 1-1. James McCann batting .219, 3 homers, 15 RBI in the season. Again, he's wearing that protective mask, a transparent shield on his face, after taking that 95-mile-an-hour fastball right to the face. That pitch is a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes on McCann, leading it off here in the top of the third. And the next pitch is up and in. He lays off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jackson Holliday is on deck. Pitch, swung on and popped foul off to the right. And, of course, they had to show us a replay of the McCann hit by pitch. Not a big fan of watching the replay. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, hit on the ground. McCann loses his helmet on the swing. This is the second base, and McCann is retired. The Phantom of the Opera, James McCann, grounds out to second to begin the top of the third. Jackson Holliday, folks. One out, nobody on. The pitch is a called strike. Man, come on. We got to get to this Cantillo guy. We could not figure out Carlos Carrasco. I'm not going to sit here and put up with this. It's only going to get tougher the last 2 games with their pitching. Here's a check swing, and he went around. Did he? Did he ump? Third base ump says he went around, and it's 0-2 on Holliday. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that's high, ball 1. Oh, I'll get to that comment in a sec, Michael. The 1-2 pitch is up and in, the count 2-2. The Cleveland and Orioles series reminds me of the mid-90s teams battling for a shot at the series. Still think that the Orioles team Could have been champs. Sure, they could have been. That series between us and Cleveland, that one game in particular where they walked it off, that was rough. This pitch is low to Jackson Holliday. We got a full count here with 2 down. Excuse me, 1 down. 1 down. Last thing I want to do. So we come in with an LOL, and this is your hello, an LOL. You've got about 10 seconds to say something of value before you're done for the night. This pitch is fouled away, and the count remains 3-2 on Jackson Holliday. Hello. Get out of here. Yeah, hi. Payoff pitch is swung on and hit in the air to right, backing up onto the track at the wall. The catch is made out there. Jackson Holliday hit that one deep, but comes up short. Lane Thomas out there makes the catch. 2 down. Oh, sorry, Michael. Were you interested in having a conversation? Sorry about that, Michael. I'll find a new friend for you to talk to. Your boy's not in the mood. Here's Austin Slater. First pitch is a curveball taken for a strike. It's okay, Michael. I'm just not in the mood tonight. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2. Exactly, Fayon. We need a win today, and that's all I'm focused on. Getting this win, not sitting here having a bunch of, alpha male insult competitions with a bunch of, people showing up to the chat just to do something like that. I'm not in the mood tonight. The 1-2 count on Austin Slater is in the dirt. 2-2. We don't have room for Dave McNally in this dream rotation. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Full count now on Slater. Cantillo hasn't given up a run. I don't think anyone's got as farther than second base, but he's on 51 pitches here. If Slater can keep this inning going. And he takes a called strike 3 on a curveball. Good Lord. Through 3 innings, the Orioles have managed 1 hit off of this guy. Can we just take a look at this guy? Here's what he looked like coming into tonight. An ERA of over 8. Now, he's only pitched 3 1/3 innings before tonight. And in those 3 1/3 innings, which is only 1 more out than we've done so far, he gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and of the 4 hits, 2 of them left the yard. Why can't we do what, why can't we do that? Why can't we do half of that? Please. Please get this offense rolling. I got a fever, and the only prescription is some offense. 9-1-2 due up for the Guardians in the bottom of the 3rd. All right there, Warren. We're going to try to enjoy it no matter what. Because at this point, I just want to enjoy. Give me something to enjoy. Show me that first major league hit from Kobe Mayo. Oh, hello, Fayon's mom. How you doing? Good evening, ma'am. Hello, Finn. Might be time for a lucky Tell you what. Who are the mods here tonight, by the way? We do have mods hanging around, don't we? Okay, Matt's here. And is that it? Oh, there's Janet. Janet, you in the garden right now? Okay, there's Rob. All right, just making sure. You guys are here. Let my people go. All right, bottom of the third, Zack Eflin. Brian Rocchio, switch hitter from the left side. First pitch, he lays a bunt down. Eflin's right on it, throws to first in time. Sit down, Rocchio. That did not work. That did not work. Tell you what.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
One out in the bottom of the third. Back to the top of the order for Stephen Kwan. First pitch to him is over the plate but low for ball one. Kwan reached on an error his first time up. And he takes a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty, nobody out in the bottom of the third. Third game of a 4-game series. The Guardians have won the first 2. A must-win situation for Baltimore. This pitch is inside, 2-1. Stephen Kwan's the best contact hitter in baseball. Even better than Luis Ariz when you look at the numbers. 3-1 the count now. The pitch. Hit on the ground, foul off to the right. Full count. And folks, that just shows you in this modern day of baseball where it feels like the classic leadoff man, just a slap contact hitter. A lot of teams don't go that way anymore. As Kwan draws ball 4, Zack Eflin doesn't issue a lot of walks, but Stephen Kwan has a great eye at the plate, and he has gotten himself a 1-out walk. Oh, Fayon, that's good to hear. Thank you, sir. Oh, we remember Mohican. We played each other a month and a half or so back in Baltimore. Here's one popped up. Right side, pretty deep. Going back on it. Santander, he leaps, and that ball is gone. Angel Martinez has just hit a 2-run homer. The one guy at the top of this order you need to get out. The guy hitting between Kwan and Ramirez and Naylor. And Eflin just got beat. Eflin gives up a rare walk, and seconds later, it comes back to bite him with a 2-run homer by Angel Martinez. It's 2-0 Guardians in the bottom of the third. This was not a terribly located pitch. It was low and in. Ramirez takes a called strike. We're behind again. The 0-1 is a called strike, top of the zone at 88 miles an hour. It's, who's that catcher from back in the day? Stephen Vogt, right? V-O-G-T, I believe. Stephen Vogt, the Guardian manager. This pitch is off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jose Ramirez. And hit on the ground. Second base. Holiday has it over to first in time. 2 down. I mean, that is something. Martinez turned on that pitch low and in like that. My goodness. Here's Josh Naylor. First pitch, he's hacking. Fouls it off to the right. 2-0 Guardians in the bottom of the third. The Orioles have already slipped out of first place with the Yankees having won earlier today. They need a win tonight to level up the record. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count on Naylor, with 2 down, nobody on. Folks, coming into today's game, the Kansas City Royals are just 3 games behind us in record. That is how tight things have gotten, as a lot of the better clubs in the league have struggled. The Guardians aren't struggling now. They're on a tear, but they had a little bit of a funk before this tear. Here is a ground ball to first. Mountcastle is going to flip it to Eflin to cover the bag, and the inning is over. But the Guardians get on the board, courtesy of a 2-run home run by Angel Martinez. And at the end of 3, it's the Guardians 2, the Orioles nothing. That is true, Curtis. That is true. Boy. I need magic from somewhere. Where can I get it? I think I'm going to have a magic lucky. Oh, you know what? I actually have a magic lucky. Let's see. Where is it? Stand by. In case of emergency, break glass. All right. Folks, toke up tonight. Doctor's orders. Lovely. Oh, yeah, that'll make it all go down easier. It takes away the pain. How are the Olympics doing, everybody? Who's following the Olympics? I have no idea what's going on. What are the highlights? What should I look out for? I need a new shirt. Robert, you said this yesterday. What are you on about with the new shirt? I don't know what that is. That a reference to something? I don't know what you mean, because if you're making fun of the fact that I have like 12 shirts and about 6 pair of shorts, that's my entire wardrobe, then, well, you got me. You're right. You're going to see me wearing a lot of the same clothes every couple of weeks. Same shirt. But I'm wearing orange tonight, Robert. I don't know why you would want me to change off an orange shirt. This is as Oriole themed of a shirt as I got. Yeah, I do remember Chilo, and again, by you bringing it back up again, it's like you're more like excited about the prospect of getting a prediction right, but at the end of the day, who's going to be happy about it? You think we're going to like go, oh, well, the pain and misery of getting swept in a 4-game series, you know what? I'm fine with it, because at least Chilo predicted it for me. Like, what is the reward, Chilo? What do you want? I don't understand it. Ryan Mountcastle's at the plate. He's got a 2-1 count after I missed the first 2 pitches. I don't get it. What is the goal here? What's the end game? The 2-1 pitch is swung on and fouled away, 2-2. Ah, man. Night after night after night. Here comes the 2-2 to Mountcastle. There's a breaking ball hit on the ground to third. A big bounce to Ramirez. A strong throw to first. Safe! Mountcastle beats it out. Hey now. Mounty getting down that line.
Meep, meep. Meep, meep.
Again, Chilo, did you just understand the point I'm trying to make and how what I'm saying makes sense? It's like you are more infatuated with the concept of being right about something that nobody wants. I used an analogy yesterday. I could sit here and be correct about when the world is going to end. I could tell you the world is going to end in 2 days. And if I'm right, so what? What do I gain from that? I'm all right. There's a break in the action right now. They're replaying this play at first base. And it looks like Mountie might be out. And the call on the field has been overturned. So there you go. The Orioles, even when we get a runner on base, we don't get a runner on base. Mountcastle thought he had an infield single. Replay says no. 1 out for Gunnar Henderson now. Hey, thanks to the new subs, there's a pitch just off the plate outside for ball 1. Henderson 0 for 1 tonight, 284 in the season. Still waiting for that first post-All-Star break home run. The 1-0 is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Robert, it's not about me relaxing. It's about me trying to get other people who are pessimistic to relax and not look at it in such a pessimistic way. That's what's frustrating. I'm trying to rally the troops. 2-1 the count. Believe me, I don't get off the mic and spend the other 21 hours of the day with anxiety about this. I've got plenty of other things to worry about. This ball's hit into left center and going to get down for a base hit. Gunnar Henderson's got himself a 1-out single. Gunnar Henderson's got a... And we're back to that again. Wasn't that brought up last night? Okay. All right. Okay. Anthony Santander is up. The tying run at the plate.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
1 out and a runner at first. First pitch to him is a curveball, stays high for ball 1. We are in the top of the 4th. 2-0 Guardians. Orioles trying to break through on this lefty who hasn't proven much in the league. Here's a check on the runner. Henderson back in standing. Come on, folks. Put yourself in my shoes. Yeah, the team hasn't been playing great lately. Do you think I enjoy watching that happen and then look at the chat and see all the negativity as well? Here's a swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1. Help your boy out. Got a splinter from one of the bats. I'd love to get a source. This pitch is right in there for a strike. Tony, for some reason, normally one to go after anything near the zone, lays off this pitch. That was right in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Santander. 1 out, 1 on. And the pitch is a curveball line in a left field for a base hit. Santander was able to stay back on this curveball and square it up, lacing it into left field. A solid single, 2 on with 1 out. Keep the line moving. Turn on the sprinkler. Runners at first and second. It's rally time, folks. Come on now. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Show us something, buddy. He takes low for ball 1. That's what he does. Jimenez struck out his first time up. He also struck out in his first plate appearance as an Oriole in a pinch hitting spot in last night's ball game. 2 ducks on the pond. This one's in the dirt, and the catcher has to do well to keep that ball in front of him. 2-0 the count. Dan Slater is one of the popular characters from the late 80s, early 90s children's comedy classic, Saved by the Bell. I'm just kidding you, buddy. He's our new outfielder, right-handed hitter. This pitch is a bit inside. 3-0. 3-0. Well, dangerous. I call it like radio. You ever turn on the radio and they have the score on? This is a called strike. I update the score and everything going on about every 3 pitches or so. Right now, it is the top of the 4th. The Guardians lead it 2-0. 1 out, 2 men on, and a 3-1 count on Eloy Jimenez. Here is the next pitch. Swung on line, base hit into left field. Charging around third and coming in to score is Henderson, and the Orioles are on the board. Eloy Jimenez turns on the faucet. And we've got a run in. And it's now 2-1, Guardians. The Orioles still only have 1 out with 2 men on base. That's my only complaint. You see, Dangerous Toys? Are you up to date? This is our rally screen right now, buddy. We hang out here. You got to just get acclimated to what we do here in the BirdWatcher community. Ain't that right, everybody? We know what's up. Splash it up now. There is a meeting on the mound now for the Guardians. Trouble in Cleveland. Eloy Jimenez with his first Oriole hit and RBI. And folks, I do believe coming up next, if I'm not mistaken, that's right, Kobe frickin' Mayo.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Just get it all on there, folks. Mayo's up there with 2 ducks on the pond. The Orioles have got a run in already. Cantillo on 70 pitches. The first to Mayo is in there for a called strike on the inside edge. Yeah, you can just remove him entirely, that person, Rob. Not just the message, the whole kit and caboodle. The 0-1 pitch to Mayo is swung on in line. Oh, it's not a liner. It's a short hopper to Ramirez. He double clutches, and he's able to get the out at first. Oh, I thought Kobe Mayo had gotten a better swing on this. Watching with the sound down. But as soon as it got the reverse shot of the infield, it was a ground ball to Ramirez. Took a bit of a weird bouncer. He just had trouble with the transfer on this. Bit of a double clutch, but Ramirez does get the runner at first base. But 2 runners move up. Second and third, 2 down for Colton Cowser, who looks at a first pitch up and in for ball 1. 2-1 Guardians, top of the 4th. The Orioles, with a base hit, could take the lead here with 2 down. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Part of the double clutch could be responsible by Anthony Santander. The runner going into third was masking the view of Ramirez a bit. Here's the pitch in the dirt to Cowser. In the dirt to Cowser. 2-1 the count. Cowser's got a 15-game hitting streak. 0 for 1 so far. Let's make it 16 right here. I didn't remove you for nothing. Just enjoy the game. Here's a line drive to first. Naylor somehow snags it in his glove on a bounce, but the Orioles are going to score a run, and everybody is safe. Josh Naylor has the ball wedged into the webbing of his glove after making a diving stop, a very good one that would have saved extra bases. But that ball stuck in the glove. So the Orioles have we tied the ball game? I believe we have. It is 2-2, 2 down with runners at first and third for McCann. He gets a curveball and fouls it away off to the left. Here's a hint for anybody that's new to chat. I mean, if you're already creating some sort of friction, just a few comments in, the problem is usually you. All right? The chat is established. If you're new, get acclimated. Hang out for a little bit. Make some nice surface level conversation. Then maybe once you get to know people, you tease a little bit or say something a little off color or whatever. But if you come in acting obnoxious or whatever the case may be, immediately, the odds, it's just like normal social interaction. You're not going to be received well. This pitch is in the dirt to McCann, and the count is even up at 1-1. I mean, this is stuff I learned on Sesame Street, people. Basic social interaction skills. We're all capable of doing it. Give it a try. It makes us charming. 2 outs, runners at first and third, in a tie ball game now. A 1-1 count on McCann, and the pitch is swung on and missed on a fastball up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cantillo is now going to see somebody getting up for him in the bullpen. He's about to throw his 80th pitch of the day, and this one is fouled back. McCann stays alive, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Folks, again, we're just hanging out on the sub screen because we're in the middle of a rally, and you can't sit here and tell me that the results haven't worked. Guardians have the righty Avila up in their pen. McCann with a 1-2 count at the plate, and the pitch to him is high, ball 2. That pitch nearly went to the backstop. That would have scored a run. First and third with 2 down. The Orioles, 1 more hit in this inning, can take the lead. Holiday on deck. The pitch, curveball, lifted in the air to right center, and Thomas is going to have time to get there and make the catch. The inning is over, but the Orioles do indeed rally for a pair of runs and a little bit of help from the first baseman's mitt of Josh Naylor. All right, we got a 2-2 ball game, folks. Let's go. By the way, subscriber, I will get off this page now and take you on back to the scoreboard. But if you're not subscribed right now, hey, Charm City Chat, what can we do to convince one non-subscribed person watching right now to get on in and be number 1750? Who wouldn't want to be a nice round number like that? That is halfway to 3,500. Get on in. Get on in and get to a nice round number at 1750. That is a prime number right there.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
And guess what? It's free. There's no commitment. There's no obligation. And no salesman will visit your home. Charm City Chat, you're not really helping me out here. See, somebody leaves. Every time. This is why I can't do it. This is why your boy can't talk about asking for subscriptions. He tries to think of new and clever ways, nice ways, non-obtrusive ways, just chill ways. And every time I bring it up and look at the sub screen, the number goes down. You know what? I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't talk about Magic memberships. I can't talk about super chats. I can't talk about anything that has anything to do with supporting the channel, because every time I do, apparently, what am I labeled? A guy that's doing this 3 hours a day, waking up at 2 in the morning? What? Because I'm really, really wanting likes? No, I'm just trying to grow this channel. That's all. All right? I'm letting off some steam. And if that makes me lose a couple of subscribers, so be it. But my God, every time I bring up the damn number, it goes down. Every time I talk about, hey, would you like to do it, it goes down. I'm better off just not talking about it. That's it for me. Jeez. I got to go to YouTube school and figure out how this works. All right. Well, whatever. Here we go. We got a brand new ball game. As we go into the bottom of the fourth, 2-2. Lane Thomas at the plate. Eflin's first pitch to him is a strike at 87 on the outside half of the plate. Thomas 0 for 1 so far tonight. Next pitch. Swung on, hit hard, and is that fair? Oh, that's a foul ball by just a few inches. 0-2 the count. Yeah, it's a great time to be an Orioles fan. This one, come on, Blue. That one was close enough. Outside corner at the knees. Eflin doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I haven't hit the strikeout button yet tonight, have I? I haven't. This one's popped up. Right field. Santander coming in, and he will make a catch after a long run. Boy, somebody get Tony an oxygen tank. He just had to make a 30-yard sprint. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. It's still, I mean, it looks like 4 in the afternoon right now in Cleveland. These early games that are technically night games, start them a little bit later. There's a called strike from Eflin to Andres Jimenez, who's 0 for 1 tonight. He flew out back in the second. 248 average on the season, 5 homers, 45 driven in. Pitch is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey there, Richard. How's the patch? Is it healing yet? This pitch is lined into right field, a base hit. Line drive single by Andres Jimenez. The Guardians have a base runner with 1 out. Give that man an air tank. I never heard Rex Barney do that over the PA announcer, but the PA speaker, but that would have been good. Me smoking J's out in the outfield. Give that fan a lighter. Daniel Schneemann swings and misses at the first pitch at 0-1. Schneemann doubled his first time up. This guy should not be getting extra base hits off of anybody. Hey there, Sean. I'm glad you enjoyed. And please, maintain your subscription. Give me a Cleveland guy to follow. I'll sub up him and we'll call it even. Here's the 0-1 count to Schneemann. This pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball, or no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. 2-2 ball game. Let's bring it back up here. Is this, yeah, we could still use this scoreboard. There you go. Who wants to see the score 24/7? There you go. The pitch is hit to Mountcastle. He goes to first, and what's going on here? We've got an out. We've got at least 1 out. What the hell happened? A line drive out caught by Mountie, and that's it? What was going on there at second base? Schneemann is out. Let me look at this again. Your boy's getting old. No, that's a ground ball. Ground ball to Mountie. And then, okay, are they saying that? Okay, I think they're saying the base runner blocked. Well, then that's a double play. What about the runner at first? So there is a runner at first. All right, so the lead runner is out, I guess, because there is obstruction on the throw to second base. That's my best guess. Jimenez is out, and Schneemann is now on with a fielder's choice. 2 down from Bo Naylor, who takes ball 1. Next pitch, swung on and missed. That looked like a curve or a... Let's see if that's a curveball on the screen. 79 miles an hour on the swing and miss. I know, Sean, but the name, Schneeman. You don't want to get beat by a guy with a name like that. Here's a throw down to second base on a steal attempt, and he has been nailed. James McCann nails Schneeman. Schneeman. Oh, you've been caught at second base. Skibba-da-skibba-da-skibba. Well, blow me down. Schneeman's been caught. Oh, I swear, this Schneeman guy, I swear if I see a Schneeman, I never met a Schneeman I didn't like. Skibba-da-skibba-da-skibba-da-skibba. Well, we head on now to the top of the 5th. Skibba-da-skibba. That's what you get when you subscribe. Yeah, we got to come back with a couple of runs. I'm not sure if this is going to do the job. If I see Gregory Soto tonight, I might jump off my balcony window. Skibba-da-skibba, skibba-da-skibba. Huh? What? I need a regular Lucky. Yeah, I know the man. I'm going after a regular Lucky now after that. Well, blow me down. Actually, he can skip the down part. Wait. All right. You see, you get it? Blow me down, but skip the down part. There's a joke in there somewhere. I need one of those, like, cricket sound effects. Mental note, add crickets to the soundboard for failed joke attempts by BW. How you doing tonight, Tony?
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't
What's
really
that?
matter, all right?
What's that? What's that? Is that a new type of cocaine? Jackson Holiday is at the plate. All right. Holiday bomb. A 1-0 pitch is up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 on Jackson. I'm going to Jackson. This one's popped up and out of play on a 2-0 pitch. We're rooting for Jackson. CC Sabathia in the broadcast booth with John Smoltz and some guy. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, 2-2 on a breaking ball from Cantillo, who's up to 86 pitches now here in the 5th. This is probably his final inning of work. I'm sure the Guardians would be very pleased to see him finish 5 innings and get out of it with a tie ball game. This one's in the dirt, gets away, and the count has gone full now on Jackson. The pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left field. Backing up is the outfield. That ball is off the wall, and Jackson's motoring into second with a stand-up double. Oh, doctor! Splash it up. Jackson Holliday had the left fielder turning around in circles, completely unaware of the kind of opposite field power this kid's got.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
And now it's back. Oh, and now he's been pulled out of the ball game. The Guardians are done with Cantillo. They're going to the bullpen. And that's what you need to do, folks. You need to take the lead before they get to the bullpen. They're going now before we take the lead. They know what's up. They know what's up. Cleveland knows where their strength is. It's their bullpen. We have got to take a lead in this inning. It is mandatory. You got a runner at second, nobody out. Colton Cowles are due up. We have got to play small ball here, folks. I'm sorry. Get that runner over and get him in. We just got to get a lead and then take it from there. You can't play from behind against this damn bullpen. Take a run where you can get it. Your boy BW speaks the truth. Think about it. Come on, everybody.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get late.
Oh, wait, Cowser's not due up next, right? I'm forgetting we've got a completely different lineup. It's Slater who's going to be due up first, right? Yeah, geez, I'm the worst. Doth assume too much. Okay, so it's going to be Austin Slater, the guy due up. And this is perfect for Slater. Perfect. Or maybe, hell, pinch hit him right now for Ced Mullins. Pinch hit him right now for Ced. Get Ced in there, get the lefty bat, and get a guy who can drop down a bunt too if you want. Whatever. The kind of guy you need for a small ball situation. Do it now. Why not? Thanks for your one hit today, Slater. Now we need the right piece. This is a huge moment in the ball game. This is huge. You got to get this runner in. Well, it's Slater at the plate, and here we go. And he's going to try to lay down a bunt, and that ball is staying fair, and there's nowhere to go. Everybody is safe. The new pitcher, Pedro Avila, can only pick up the baseball and look around like a kid at the mall who's lost his parents. Everything's working. Let's go. Come on now. Slater's on first and third, nobody out. And now it's Mountie at the plate.
Okay, mount up.
Whoa, the umpire calls for time just as Avila lets go of the pitch, and it's a pitch clock violation on Avila. Free ball for Mountie. Damn this lucky strike. All right. We got a pitch coming here. Come on. The 1-0. And Mountie swings at it, fouls it away. Luckily, that ball went out of play. That was in on his hands. He did not get the right part of the bat on it. 1-1 the count. Avila has a 3.97 ERA. 32 appearances coming into tonight. First and third, nobody out. The pitch is ball 2. A little bit low and inside, apparently. It is a 2-2 ball game, folks. In the top of the fifth, the Orioles are threatening here. First and third, nobody out. After being down 2-0. This pitch is off the plate outside. 3-1. Skip it a skin. Folks, we got to go on over here. It's a rally screen time. 1750s here. The pitch. That one's in line to short. Oh, no. Oh, the perfectly wrong result. Wait a minute. What's happening? What happened? Okay, maybe there was some question as to whether or not that ball was caught above the ground. The initial call would appear that he caught this off the ground as a liner out. The umpires are talking about it right now, though. We don't know what's going on. The batter broke for first base, and it is an out. Runners at first and third still. Let's take a look at the replay. The ball's coming down, and it does land into the glove before. I mean, it looked like that to me in real time. So the play that I thought happened. It's a soft liner to short. Runners remain at first and third. Now one out. And now we worry a little bit. We got to cash in this opportunity. One out has been wasted. We've got Gunnar Henderson. First and third for Gunnar. One down. Check on the runner at first. Back in standing. Come on, Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Go ahead run at third base. One out. Another runner at first. We're in the top of the fifth, tied at 2. Here comes the pitch to Gunnar Henderson. And that is swung on, and it is a foul ball. Over in the direction of Naylor at first base. Oh, and 1 the count. Gunnar 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored tonight. The pitch swung on and fouled back. It's 0-2. 0-2 to Gunnar. You got to get it in play, buddy. You've hacked at the first 2 pitches. You're in the hole here. Now you got to get into protect mode. You can't strike out. Got to get it in play. With your speed, it's a good chance you could beat out a double play ball. Just get it in the infield or outfield somewhere. This one's lined to the left side and down for a base hit. The go-ahead run will score, and the Orioles line keeps moving. We have taken the lead in Cleveland. It is 3-2. Oh, doctor. Don't tell me that sub-screen rally screen doesn't work. It works. Here's Anthony Santander, first pitch swinging. He hacks at one low and in and gets a piece to foul it away.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Folks, get those taters up in the chat. We got a home run hitter at the plate. First and second, 1 out. The 0-1, way up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike 2. Belt high on the inner half of the plate. Your boy's locked in. 3-2 Baltimore. Top of the 5th. 2 men on, 1 out. The pitch. Swung on, fouled away, off to the left. Still 1-2 on Tony. Come on, Charm City Chat. Hang in there with me. You got to believe. The pitch is outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count. 2-2 the count. No, not that count. This count. The pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, softly to second. They go to second for one, back to first in time. Santander hits into a twin killing.
Big buck, stop it all.
Anthony Santander, unfortunately, hits into an inning-ending double play. And let me say that again because that came out like garbage. Anthony Santander hits into an inning-ending double play, but the Orioles rally and rally well to take the lead. After getting 2 runs in the 4th to tie it, they get 1 here in the 5th. But they do leave a couple of men on base. 3 runs now on 8 hits. That is 4 left on base to the Guardians 2. We've done well to take the lead, but we still got to do a little better. Oh, boy. What do we got? Okay, 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Guardians. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th. Oh, yeah, the like button. We haven't talked about that at all tonight. Let's take a look. 76. See what happens, folks? Again, this game's half over. And for the first time tonight, I'm going to talk about how the like button is going. Folks, if you're watching right now, please do consider hitting the thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. It does help out the channel, and it just takes a second. I really would appreciate it. And that's about it. That's all there is to it. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. But hitting that like button, really easy, really quick. Hopefully we can get back up to over 100 tonight. Getting to over 100 has been pretty much the norm these days. And like to keep it that way. All right. Appreciate it, folks. Maybe I'll bring it up one more time. Look, somebody just took one away. Every time. I just have to get used to it. The larger the channel grows, the more tomfoolery to expect. I get it. I get it. I'm learning. More tomfoolery. I wanted to get my name legally changed to Tomfoolery, but they wouldn't let me. All right, Zack Eflin is out here. Bo Naylor is at the plate, and he takes outside for ball 1. And the next pitch is again outside, 2-0. Eflin is only on 58 pitches here in the 5th. This one is just a bit inside. He's fallen behind 3-0 to the number 8 hitter. Hang in there, Midnight. As this pitch is in there for a strike. Folks, if you look at Gunner's numbers, at least since the All-Star break, take away the home run ball. The average is still there. He's getting doubles. The 3-1 pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. So, I mean, you can't have it both ways, folks. You can't sit there and go, man, these Orioles are such a home run-dependent team. And then when a guy who's hitting home runs is still hitting but not home runs, and now you're worried about that, I mean, what is the perfect scenario? Because you got to have one or the other. This one is fouled away by Naylor. So Eflin works the count back full here to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 5th. Hello from Skiatuk. Is that right? Swing and a miss. And Zack Eflin has his first strikeout of the night.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
It took until the 5th inning, but Eflin gets his first punch out. 1 away here. And back to the... No, we got the number 9, Rocchio. Hey, we do have Cleveland fans in here. Does Brian Rocchio's name rhyme with Tokyo, or is it Rocchio? Just tell me, does it rhyme with Tokyo, or it doesn't rhyme with Tokyo? Because I know it's one or the other. This pitch is low and in, 2-0. I just got a yes. I said, is it A or B? And I get yes. It's hit on the ground to second. Holiday has it over to first in time. It rhymes with Tokyo. Okay, so it's Brian Rocchio. I've heard people call it Rocchio, but you know how it goes. We say Anthony Santander. I hear a lot of people say Anthony Santander. Here's Stephen Kwan. First pitch to him, curveball. Catches the outside corner for a called strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. And a 1-2-3 inning from Eflin would be fantastic. He's got the first 2. There's a called strike 2. Another curve. Kisses the bottom of the zone. 2 well-placed curveballs from Eflin to get ahead of Kwan 0-2. Oh, is that his name? Out number 2. And now he tries to hit the outside, but it's about 4 inches off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kwan. 3-2 Orioles in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch fouled off to the left. Well, I tell you what, both Eflin and the starter Cantillo, they work fast. There's several seconds left on the pitch clock. Unless there's some kind of stoppage, which we have right now. What's going on here? We have a 1-2 count on Kwan. All right, now we're ready to go. And Eflin's delivery, up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it's not Spanish? I thought the word was Spanish. Isn't the country Spain? Swing and a miss. I'm just kidding. And another strikeout for Eflin.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 strikeouts for Eflin in a 1-2-3 inning, and the Orioles have got some momentum. They've got the lead, and now they've set the Guardians down in order. We go to the top of the 6th. Orioles 3, Guardians 2. Michael, no. I think that's a gigantic no on a pitcher ever getting 300 wins again, unless they redefine, unless they say, well, instead of 5 innings, you only have to go 4 to qualify or something. I don't know. I'll tell you this. I've said it before. When it comes to getting credit for things like ERA and WHIP, average sort of statistics where you have to qualify by doing so much with pitchers, they really need to update it. It is 162 innings you got to pitch in order to qualify for any stats. And that is a standard that was set many a moon ago where for a regular starting pitcher, and at the time was probably a 4-man rotation, getting to 162 innings was nothing. You could miss a month of the season, based on the fact you're pitching every 4th day and the fact that you're more common to go to 7 or 8 innings as a starter. These days, if a guy goes 6 innings on average, that's considered elite. So you only have a handful of guys that are even touching 200 innings anymore. And then you got a lot of guys out there that are giving you 30 starts but still not hitting 162 innings. They need to update that. Bring it down to 145, something like that. The game changes. You gotta maybe change some of the rules or whatever sometimes. Anybody hearing what I'm saying here? I think I'm making a pretty good point that I've never heard anybody else talk about. All right, here we go. Eloy Jimenez at the plate, a check swing and an appeal. He did not go. Want to know the count on Eloy? Jimenez 1 for 2 tonight. His first start in an Oriole uniform. He takes low for ball 2. Gerald has been jump scared. What happened, Gerald? You okay? The 2-0 pitch is hit on the ground and through, a base hit on the right side. Eloy has his second hit of the night, an opposite field single, and the leadoff man is on. Turn on the faucet. Yeah, see, Dan, you're on board. Just something to kind of modify what's going on. Hey, folks, Kobe Mayo is up.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
1 on, nobody out for Mayo. And he takes a curveball in the dirt from Avila. Kobe Mayo, 22 years old, 6'5", 230 pounds. Here's another breaking ball that just touches the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Probably not a pitch you want to go after anyway. Runner at first, nobody out. 3-2 Baltimore. The pitch swung on and missed. That one was below the zone. And it looked like maybe a changeup at 83 miles an hour. Mayo a little jumpy on that pitch. 1-2 the count. This one is laid off. Breaking ball outside in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kobe Mayo, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, of all these prospects, this is the one I'm really the most excited about. This one is hit up the middle, backhanded at second. They go to the bag for 1, over to first in time. Andres Jimenez, Gold Glove caliber second baseman, and Brian Rocchio have just combined for one of the finer double plays you'll see turned. Kobe Mayo hits into a twin killing.
Stop it all.
Really nice turn of a double play there by the Guardians. You have to give him credit. Here's Colton Cowser. He takes low and outside for ball 1. The milkman at the plate. Base is empty, 2 down, 3-2 Orioles in the top of the 6th. Cowser's 1 for 2 today. He takes a called strike. Folks, where are the Cows? 1-1 the count on him. RBI single back in the 4th, so that hitting streak keeps on keeping on. This one is off the plate outside. By the way, the home plate umpire tonight, I have to give credit. I've yet to see any really bad mistakes on balls and strikes with this umpire tonight. The 2-1 pitch. That one, it's on the outside corner and appropriately called a strike. 2-2 the count on Cowser. 2 down, nobody on. Here comes the next pitch from Avila, and that's a breaking ball. Cowser lays off. It's in the dirt, 3-2. Full count, 2 down for the milkman. Payoff pitch. Way outside, ball 4.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Two out walk for Cowser. as the Orioles attempt to do a little 2-out rally here. Unfortunately, Mayo hitting that double play, or else we might already have a rally here. There is a mound meeting for the Guardians. I'm not sure. Yep, there's going to be a pitching change. The Guardians go to their bullpen. Right-hander coming out right now. So that'll do it for Pedro Avila. An inning and 2/3. He gave up 3 hits. And the runner at first is his responsibility. Orioles with 9 hits, but just the 3 runs. That sounds like opportunities missed. We got to add on to this lead. This isn't enough. Not thick enough. We need a little more. Oh, my goodness. And if we do have a lead as far as the 9th inning, what is going to happen with our bullpen? How are we going to play with our bullpen tonight? Man, oh, Shevitz. I guess I should check the out-of-town scores if I got a sec here. Going to go through super fast because I'm running late. Yankees beat the Blue Jays earlier. Cardinals beat the Cubs. Nationals over the Brewers. Royals and Tigers tied at 3 in the bottom of the 9th. Pirates with a 1-0 lead over the Diamondbacks, top of the 5th. 4-3 Rangers over the Red Sox right now. 2-2 ball game. Twins and White Sox. The Reds with a 6-2 lead over the Giants. Rays 2, Astros 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Marlins and Braves tied up at 3. That's in the top of the 6th. No score between the Padres and the Rockies. And coming up a little bit later, in about 8 minutes, the Oakland A's will be taking on the Dodgers. Half hour after that, you got the Angels and Mets, and then the Mariners and the Phillies rounding it out. I'll probably be sending you to one of these 2 games later on. I'll see what's going on with their ball games and make a decision based on that. All right, folks, we're ready to go. Nick Sandlin is on the mound, and boy, this guy, this junk baller, time to figure this guy out. This guy's just got a bunch of hippy-dippy, swervy, soft stuff. And the first time we went after him, we were too aggressive. James McCann is at the plate with 2 down. Take a first pitch, please. Here it comes, and it's in there for a strike, and that's fine. 80 miles an hour. That's what I'm talking about. This guy throws slow and slower. 0-2 pitch. There's one at 92. Off the plate outside, 1-1. He's chicky. Chicky. The 1-1 pitch to McCann is off the plate outside. 2-1. That was pretty much the same pitch, same location as ball 1. I tell you, Sandlin, you Guardian fans tuning in right now, his pose when he's at the set position it's kind of cringe. I got to be honest. This one's low for ball 3. 3-1 to McCann. I said it last night. He looks like an elderly person hunched over, like using a walker to try to get through a Walmart. Like what is this? What is this pose? This one is fouled straight back, and the count goes to 3-2. What is this stance from Sandlin? You feeling good, Post? I'm feeling good. We got a payoff pitch, and this one's hit on the ground, third base. Ramirez to first. In time, McCann retired for the first out here in the top of the 6th. Well, Anybody in the mood for a holiday? Oh, that's the last out. Sorry. Your boy. That's for your boy. That's the final out.
Stop it all.
I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore.
That's the final out of the inning, as Sandlin had come in to get that last out. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Orioles 3, Guardians 2. And your boy having a worse night than the umpire for a change. This is a night that I'll admit, the umpire doing better than me. He's been consistent. I've made about 4 giant mistakes. How you guys doing? Talking minors? Nice. Look at Charm City chat. I love it. Engaging with each other. That's what it's all about. I'll sit back and sing some 80s one-hit wonder songs, and you guys have a conversation. And then we got the perfect... we've got exactly what I dreamed of making here for Orioles coverage. I get to do karaoke, build a community. This is good stuff.
Call it the Baltimore Miracle or some shit.
Might be a Baltimore Miracle. Might be. All right, this is going to be a tough part of the lineup coming up here for the Guardians. Angel Martinez, who has supplied the offense tonight, a 2-run homer, is going to lead off. And after that, 2 All-Stars, Jose Ramirez and Josh Naylor. This is a inning we need everything we got to hold on to this 1-run lead. Can we do it, Baltimore? Can we do it, Charm City chat? Zack Eflin is out there. I'm hoping we've got something on standby just in case. He's only on 72 pitches. The pitch count is fine. First pitch to Martinez is in there for a strike. Again, Martinez, 1 swing for the 2 runs accounted for the Guardians tonight. This pitch is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm not saying Eflin's been struggling. I'm just saying you get to this part of the game, you just want to have the guys ready if need be. You don't always have to bring them in. Just get them loose just in case. 2-1 the count now on Martinez, and this pitch is hit in the air left side and out of play foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You can do it. The 2-2 to Martinez. Way outside, way off the plate. Something happened with the release point on that pitch, and that has run the count full. And this pitch is drilled down the right field corner. If it's fair, it's gone. That ball is foul by maybe 3 feet. Martinez turned on one. And see, this is where Eflin is dangerous because he's got the reputation for not walking people, which means as a hitter, you know you get to a full count, you're going to get one in the zone somewhere. And if you can narrow down that eye to a certain part of the zone, you can really square it up. We got another full count on Martinez here. The pitch popped up. That's the result you want. Left field. Coming in is Slater. He's got it. 1 away. 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. Eflin on 79 pitches. 1 out at a time. Here comes Jose Ramirez. First pitch to him is swung on. That's lifted high in the air, down the right field corner, but it is hooking foul all the way. So Eflin now to 80 pitches. Ramirez is 0 for 2 tonight. The 0-1. That's hit on the ground. Jackson's got it. Over to Mountie. In time. Ramirez grounds out to second. 2 down during this tough part of the order. Zack Eflin. 1 out away from a quality start. And in a position to win the ball game if the Orioles can keep this lead. Josh Naylor at the plate. He goes after the first pitch and hits it on the ground through the hole on the right side for a base hit. Man, Josh Naylor, professional hitter. All he does is hit line drives. So a runner on here with 2 down. But that is the tough part of the order. Lane Thomas is no slouch. But with 2 down, hopefully we can get out of this inning here. The pitch is low and away to Thomas. Ball 1. Thomas 0 for 2 tonight. Eflin takes a look at Naylor at first. The 1-0 pitch. That's in there. Nice pitch, breaking over the outside part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike on Thomas. 84 pitches for Eflin. The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Thomas has got himself 2 strikes, or at least he should, right? I thought the count was 1-1. Okay, they've corrected the scoreboard. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They had it reading 2-1 for a second. The 1-2 pitch to Lane Thomas is on the outside corner, called strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Zack Eflin. 6 innings of work. The first 4 innings, he didn't have a strikeout. He's found it here in the final 2 innings, including this final batter here in the 6th. 6 innings for Eflin. 2 runs on 4 hits. That is a quality start. That's what we brought him in for. Now it's time for everybody else to do their job. We go to the top of the 7th. It's the Orioles 3, the Guardians 2. Come on, Baltimore. All right. That's what I love about them Baltimore Orioles. I get older, they stay the same age. All right. Hey, party at the Moon Tower. It's going to be a full keg. Everyone's going to be there. You ought to go. All right. Thinking about driving down to Houston tomorrow, getting me some Aerosmith tickets. All right. Jeez. No, I'm not doing McConaughey from Magic Mike. Stop. Enough with the Magic Mike. It ain't happening. I got BW magic, all right? And that's with clothes on. It's a different kind of magic. It's conservative clothing magic. All right. Well, folks, I came here to do 2 things. Kick some ass and drink some beer. And it looks like I'm almost out of beer. So let's go. Charm City Chat. The best damn chat out there. All right, here we go, folks. Jackson Holliday's at the plate. Music is off. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Come on, Jackson. Xavion Curry. That's the best I can do with a guy whose name begins with an X and a Z is on the mound. This pitch is swung on and missed. 92 on the outside. A little bit off the plate. 0-2 on Holiday, who's 1 for 2 with a double. I tell you what, if I had a first name like this, I would hope I could use it in Scrabble. Get a triple word score with a name like this. This one swung on a miss. Go, Jackson, go. Run, run, run. Throw down to first is in time. Replay that. Replay that. A swing and miss on a pitch that got away. Jackson, man, if he takes straight off, he beats this out for sure. Because this is bang, bang as it is. Let's see. Holiday looks like he's pulling up here. And that ball... Oh, Holiday with a terrible stride. Jackson's like letting up into the bag. He's not reaching out for that final stride. If he does, he beats this throw. Jackson, what kind of base running is this? He's like short-stepping it to first. Oh, my goodness. One down. Sed Mullins is up to pinch hit. I hope not. I mean, that would be the only explanation where I would feel bad about, criticizing what I just saw. I mean, yeah, that would be terrible. But that was... What was that? Mullins is pinch hitting for Slater here. 0-1 the count. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. That was... If Holiday is fine, I got to sit here and wonder what he was doing with that base running there. He just take a full stride. He beat it out. Mullins pops this one up and out of play. Still 0-2. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 7th. The Orioles lead at 3-2. Sorry, it's been a couple of days. I got into a habit. Xavion Curry on the mound. The 0-2 to Mullins is swung on and missed. 2 down. Mullins strikes out. You guys saw what I saw, right? If you're watching the Holiday running down the first, you could see his stride, right? He was short-stepping. He was doing what you do if you pull in the second with a stand-up double. You start short-stepping it into the bag. Mountcastle goes after a pitch and pops it up. First base side into the outfield. The second baseman, Jimenez, backs up Naylor to make the catch, and the inning is over. The Orioles don't get anything done here in the top of the 7th. Jackson, you gotta... I mean, come on, buddy, you're quick. Strides, baby, strides. Folks, we may not be at home, but I know one thing. We got a lead, and we're on the road. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat. It's a 7th inning stretch time.
Thank God I'm a country boy. 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 Thank God I'm a country boy.
Hey, you lovely ladies of the Charm City chat. Don't hesitate. Shout it out. Thank God you're a country girl. We don't have to just represent the boys here. Everybody. Everybody's part of this. Oh, that's lovely.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Is it, Soren? What would you like to do about it? It's one moment of the ball game. It's a frickin' ritual at the ballpark. What do you want to do about it? That's what we got to do. We got to do it. I don't make the rules. I don't make monkeys. I just train them. I blew that one. Uh-oh, that volume is up. Okay. You talking to me? You talking to me? I don't see anyone else here. You must be talking to me. You talking to me? Huh? All right. Eflin is out for a 7th inning of work. Andres Jimenez at the plate, and he takes a called strike. Eflin on 87 pitches. Jimenez 1 for 2 tonight with a single. The next pitch is swung on and missed on a curve. Off the plate, a little bit outside and low. 0-2 the count. It was just a lefty-righty matchup choice there, Shante. I'm not saying I think it was the right decision. I'm just telling you why. This pitch is fouled away. I was ready to pinch hit for Slater. Again, situationally, that was a different situation, but you've got these weapons and you want to use them in the right spots. You know, you got a 26-man roster. Use everybody you can for the right spot. Sometimes Hyde makes the right call. Sometimes he doesn't. But Andres Jimenez 1-2 the count, leading it off here in the bottom of the 7th. And this one is hit in the left field, and Slater on a run makes the catch right at the foul line with only a couple of extra feet of ground out there until he hits the wall. Austin Slater with a defensive play. That's the defense we need in left field.
You did not just do that. That was crazy.
All right, Austin Slater. I'll be happy to see that sort of tracking down of a baseball when you get back home to Camden Yards, my friend. Here's Schneemann. Line drive, base hit right field. On one pitch, Schneemann, with what I believe is his second hit of the ball game. He had a double earlier. A one-out single here. And clearly the Orioles should have activity up in the pen. Wade says keep him in. I'm not saying I want to see him leave the ball game. He's been great, but at some point you got to make the move at the right time in a one-run ball game, and Brandon Hyde is making the move right here. That's it. Zack Eflin's day is over. Folks, he got into the 7th and got an out. That's a fine day at the office. He got Eflin out there beyond the 6th and into the 7th and tried to shorten this game for the bullpen. But you got to go to the bullpen eventually, folks. We're going there now. Fine outing by Eflin against this very, very good Guardians lineup. That is the kind of start we needed. It has put us in a position to potentially win this ball game and have ourselves a chance, if we do hold on, to level this series tomorrow and walk away feeling not too bad. Getting a split on the road against the team with the best record in baseball don't sound all that bad to me. So let's root these birds on, try to get this win. I know we've made a lot of mistakes in the field lately. I know there's some players that have been struggling and cold. At this point, we just got to hang tight these late innings here and hope we get the job done. All parts of the game. The hitting, the pitching, the fielding, everything's got to be working here. This is not a one-run lead on the White Sox. This is a one-run lead on the team with the best record in baseball. Got to do everything right here. You hear me, Charm City chat? Because if you don't, I'd be saying the same thing if I were sitting on the toilet by myself at 4 o'clock in the morning, just talking out loud. Either way, my point has been made. Somebody heard me. All right. Who's coming out here? Who we got? C&L Perez. The southpaw. With Bo Naylor due up. So you got a lefty, a switch hitter, and then another lefty. Yep. It's time for a lefty. It's Perez time. 37th appearance of the season here. 2-0 record, 4.18 ERA. And 32 1/3 innings of work. It's not Bo Naylor. It's a pinch hitter. David Fry is up. And the first pitch to Fry is up and away for ball one. David Fry. And the pinch hit for Bo Naylor. The Guardians mean business. This is what I'm talking about, folks. Every decision's got to be right. Every play's got to be executed. 1-0 to Fry. Popped up. Stay in play. First base side. In foul ground. Mountcastle can't get under it, and it drops. I can't believe it. You could see it. Mountie just sort of scampering around there like an ant with no direction. He was kind of just moving all over the place, and that ball finally would drop and out of his reach. He was already several feet to the stand side of this baseball. He overran it, came back. That is an out. 2-1 the count now, and a pitch inside to Fry. Runner at first, 1 out. The pitch. That is in there. A called strike. 97 on the inside edge. 2-2. 2-2 the count. Cowser's in center. Well, I guess he might have moved to left now that if Mullins is in now, Cowser's in left. Mullins is in center. Fouled away by Fry. Still 2-2. Sorry for that garbled mess of words. Said Mullins came in a pinch hit for Slater, so that would put him in center and move Cowser to left. 2-2 pitch to Fry. Swing and a miss. Fry goes down swinging.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
A huge strikeout of the right-handed batter Fry from the lefty Perez on a pitch up and away. 2 down in the inning. 2 down in the inning. Who's coming up here? It's another pinch hitter for Cleveland, John Kinsey Noel. Perez has got to get it done against these pinch hitters. Brad, I'm responding to you right now. This guy is calling a ball game and trying to give everybody all the information they need to follow along. What would you like to talk about, Brad? Noel batting .242, 6 homers and 12 RBI. He made his debut against the Orioles back in June. It is 3-2 Orioles here in the bottom of the 7th, and a meeting on the mound right now with Drew French. Talking about what to do with Noel. Stephen Kwan, the top of the order. Due up after this. Yeah, somebody give Brad some attention that he needs. Yeah, sometimes in the middle of a ball game, there's a ball game going on, if you can believe that. Does Jackson Holliday batting average go back to when he was caught up the first time? I don't even know how to answer that. I mean, this one's fouled away by Noel. I mean, he was hitting 0-something, and now he's hitting 100-something. It might go back to 0-something. I don't know, but we want it higher than what it is now and what it was then. He's just getting started. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled back by Noel, and the count is 0-2. I don't even know. Does this guy even, talk to people? The 0-2 pitch is inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perez looking for one more strike to get out of the 7th. The 1-2 swung on, popped up. That should be on the infield. Who's going to get it? Perez is calling for it. Perez takes it. Cionel Perez says, I want that out. Cionel Perez calls off the infield. Give me that out. I earned it. I came in here. I faced a bunch of right-handed pinch hitters, and I got them out. And this lead is still ours. We go to the 8th. It's the Orioles 3, the Guardians 2. Let's go. Gunnar, Tony, and Eloy, due up. Let's go. Folks, I'd love to engage you in the chat, but, I never do, right? I never talk to anybody here. No, the batting average does not start over. No, it does not, okay? And I'm sorry, Brad, for picking on you. You deserved 1, but you don't deserve more, all right? Everything's cool, Brad. Yeah, nobody gets to get a mulligan for a bad first call-up. Everything you do in the majors counts forever in the majors. Sorry, Brad. All cool? Thank you, sir. Hold on. I got a message for you, Brad.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All right, Brad. All right. You understand, buddy. I got a lot on my plate over here, and I see a comment like, what's this guy? First of all, this guy? I'm BW. Let me introduce myself. Here's my hand. Here, shake it. How you doing? You want to meet a friend of mine? Let me introduce you to a friend of mine, Brad. This guy, you're going to get to know this guy. That's the Hat. Hey, Brad. Look at the big brain on Brad. Ah, Big Kahuna Burger, huh? Look at the big brain on Brad. Hey, let me ask you something. Can I have a sip of this beverage to wash this down? Ezekiel 25:17 says, the path of the righteous man. I'm sorry, Gunnar Henderson is up. Here we go. First pitch is a curveball low from Curry for ball 1. Gunnar's up. We go to the subscreen. We got a few more people in.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
This pitch is a called strike, even though it's 2 inches below the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brad, you got a special introduction from the Hat. You don't know how lucky you are, Brad. The 1-1 pitch. Called a strike. 1-2 on Gunnar. 2 for 3 tonight. That's right. We hang out here on the sub-screen when Gunner's up. You never know. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. We'll do it again. The legend of the hat grows. The mystique of the hat. There is something going on. The 1-2 pitch to Gunner is swung on. That's line drive. Base hit. It gets down. It's cut off by Noel, but Gunner doesn't care. He's going to try for 2, and he's going to slide in safe. Gunnar Henderson pumps himself up. He gives the sprinkler sign. He's ready to splash it up. Oh, doctor. Gunnar Henderson with the hustle double on a ball hit to right. Noel was able to keep it from getting all the way to the wall. Gunnar with a slide in. The ball got there. Let's see this replay. Oh, what a beautiful slide. That hand avoids the tag. Here's Tony. And he takes a bit inside for ball 1. Tony Taters, baby.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
The sprinklers are on. Get those taters up in the chat. Want to know the count on Anthony Santander, and this pitch is foul back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Three to 2 Orioles here in the top of the 8th, looking to add on. Insurance, we need it. Henderson at second. Nobody out. Santander's 1-1 pitch is taken inside for ball 2. Ball 2. Tony 1 for 3 tonight. Curry from the set. And he throws back to second base. Henderson back in there with a slide. Folks, how's your seat? I'm going to assume you're on the edge of it. The 2-1 to Tony is fouled away. It's 2-2. I've got one more sip of room temperature coffee. There it is. Eloy Jimenez is on deck. We got a 2-2 count to Santander. Here it is. Swung on and hit it up the middle, and it gets through for a base hit. Gunner will have to stop at third. We've got first and third, nobody out. Folks. And with the righty Curry in there, do we send up Ryan O'Hearn to pinch hit for Eloy? If we've got a DH platoon, isn't this the spot for O'Hearn? First and third, nobody out. Tell me we did this for a reason. Adley Rutschman is going to pinch hit. Adley Rutschman is into the ball game to hit for Eloy Jimenez. First and third, nobody out, folks.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
The infield is in, but not all the way in. First pitch, swung on, popped up, left side, and out of play. Right up against the screen. Adley is only 1 for 8 in the series. We need him to pick it up and be the clutchman that we know he can be. Curry about to throw his 20th pitch since coming into the ballgame. The 0-1. Swung on, foul back 0-2. Folks, if you're just joining us, it's the Orioles 3, the Guardians 2 in the top of the 8th. The Orioles have a huge opportunity to add on to this tiny lead. First and third, nobody out. Rutschman at the plate as a pinch hitter, but he's got an 0-2 count. Here comes the next pitch. It's swung on, hit to the left side, and it's going to get down foul into the corner. Just reaching the stands down the left side. Still 0-2 on Rutschman. Your boy is locked in. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and popped foul out of play again. Boy, this could be the kind of at-bat that could get Rutschman out of a funk. Hang in there. Get one in play. Come on, buddy. The pitch. Swung on, drilled. Right field. And it's misplayed by Noel. It gets past him. Gunner can walk home. Let's see what else happens. Santander's chugging in. He scores, and Rutschman has made it to third. It's a 2-run triple, and the Orioles have taken the lead 5-2.
It's magic, you know.
Holy cow! Doctor! What's going on, John Kinsey Noel? Oh, he broke his own ankles trying to field this baseball. John Kinsey Noel is not going to make any highlight reel that he'll want to be on. That ball was absolutely misplayed. And do we have O'Hearn up to pinch hit? Who's up here right now? Whatever it is, it's strike one. Rutschman at third, still nobody out. It's 5-2 Orioles, and Ryan O'Hearn is up. And he looks at a curveball upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, tell me that sub-screen, Raleigh screen doesn't work. Tell me it doesn't work. I dare you. Line drive, base hit down the right field line. Ryan O'Hearn's going to turn and burn all the way to second, and the Orioles have made it 6-2. Holy cow.
It's magic, you know.
Runs galore. Six to 2 Baltimore in the top of the 8th. Good night, Wade. Good night, Cleveland. We'll see you tomorrow for the split. Let's go. Are they going to leave Curry out there? Curry on 26 pitches. Still nobody out in the 8th. There is a stoppage of play for some reason. And boy, the Fox News coverage, or the Fox TV coverage, they can't stop showing you John Kinsey Noel out there in right field. All right, folks. Colton Cowser's up now. And that's a called strike just at the top of the zone on the outside corner. Still nobody out in the inning, folks. The Orioles with 3 runs in. 6-2 in the top of the 8th. The 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Charm City chat, how's your boy BW doing on the call? You don't know how to pronounce Giancarlo Stanton? Do you even talk to the audience? Hey, man, why are you always... This pitch is high, ball 2, 2-1 the count. Folks, Baltimore, You don't know how lucky you are. Folks, I'm happy to have you. You ought to be happy to have me, I'm telling you. This one is swung on, popped up by Cowser, left side. Gonna track it down out there. That's the first out of the inning. Ryan O'Hearn, who I forgot to say,
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
remains at second base with 1 out. Do you feel the magic coming through the mic? If you want Magic Mike, you got it. This is the mic. Here's the magic. James McCann at the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. The sub-screen remains. 1 out, runner at second. 6-2 Orioles. The pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Ball 1. That's right. No politics in chat until I announce that I'm running for the highest office in the land. This one is fouled straight back. 1-1 the count. That's right, folks. BW 2032. Be there. It's going to be off the chain. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out on McCann. The pitch. This one's fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Curry's still out there. Boy, you know, I'm a fan of Curry. I will chow down, but man, apparently the Guardians love Curry even more. Why is he still out there? 33 pitches. This one is a breaking ball, low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm not complaining. I think the Guardians are saying, let's save our best arms for Game 4 because we already took the first 2. If we just concentrate on winning Game 4, we take 3 out of 4. I feel like they might be wanting to give this one up to us. This is a ground ball to short. McCann will be retired. 2 down. O'Hearn moves up to third on the play. What kind of curry do you like? Do you like a nice... Oh, this is Jackson Holiday. I got to concentrate. Holiday 1 for 3 with a double. This pitch is low for ball 1. Jackson Holiday. Find me a better number 9 hitter in a lineup right now. Ryan O'Hearn at third base with 2 down. Swung on and hit in the center, and that's going to drop down for a hit. Second hit of the night for Holiday, and it's an RBI single, scoring O'Hearn. Add another run. It is now 7-2 Orioles. How you doing? How you doing, huh? Hey, maybe it's time to check in with the type of people who said, oh, we're going to get swept in this series. Mullins goes after the first pitch, pops it up shallow left center field. The left fielder now coming in and makes the catch to win the inning. But the Orioles, holy cow, how's that for an inning? I'll buy that for $1. The Orioles put 3 on the board. We needed insurance. We got it in droves. Make it 4 on the board. What the hell am I talking about? This scoreboard updating in front of my very eyes. My goodness, a 4 spot. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Orioles 7 and the Guardians 2. How you doing? Holy cow, give me some music. I need a lucky. Good old-fashioned regular lucky. You know, this is... You know what this feels like right now, folks? And if you got kids around and you need the earmuffs, go ahead and put them on. This is an after-sex lucky right here. That's what this is. You know? This is the kind of lucky you light up right after you just had a nice, half hour of fun. And now you can just kick back and chill for a minute. You know what I mean? It's that kind of lucky. All right, you can take the earmuffs off. I'm going to open up the door. Oh, no. I got ash all over the place. I got ash everywhere. What a pain in the ash. All right. How we doing, Charm City chat? Let's flipping go. Oh, here we go. Perez on the mound and Kwan at the plate. We are ready for the bottom of the eighth, and the first pitch is a called strike to Kwan. It is Orioles 7, Guardians 2 in the bottom of the eighth. This pitch is low and away, ball 1. 1-1 the count on Kwan. It's a lucky time, baby. Oh, thank you very much. The pitch is inside edge, doesn't get the call. That looked on the zone to me, right on the line, but it's 2-1 now. On Kwan, the pitch. This one's high. 3-1. We've still got to get 6 outs here. And Kwan just drew ball 4. And that gets Brandon Hyde out immediately. You keep Perez in there to face the lefty Kwan. I get it. And folks, we're going to call upon Sir Anthony Dominguez right now. Right now. That's right, folks. Fellow Knights of the Round Table, may I introduce to you our newest knight, Sir Anthony of Dominguez. Sir Anthony the Pure. Sir Anthony the Savior. Sir Anthony the maybe closer by the time we get to October. I don't know. If he comes in here and shuts the door on this tough part of the lineup. And again, this is the time to use them. This is the part. We're about to get through the Ramirez Naylor part of the order that might not be coming up in the 9th. This is the time to use the best arm in the pen. And if we're going to Dominguez now, that tells me he is building his resume up to maybe get a shot at closing. But again, I'd rather have him here now than in the 9th. I don't need him up against the 7, 8, 9 hitters. I need him up against these guys. All right, this commercial break is still in progress. Folks, hey, if you haven't hit that like button, it's just a thumb that's pointing upward at the bottom of your screen. Tap it. It'll turn bright white, and it'll make your boy here real happy. Would really appreciate it. Are we anywhere near 100 yet, folks? 100. We got to get there. Triple digits or bust. All right. What do we got? Who's coming out here for... Well, we know who's coming out here. Dominguez. Is there going to be a pinch hitter here for Angel Martinez? What are they going to do? We'll find out. Runner at first, nobody out. The Orioles up by 5. Kwan, the runner at first. Dominguez leans in for the sign. And the first pitch is over the plate, but apparently a little bit low for ball 1. Dominguez ERA currently at 4.38. Next pitch is a called strike, 99 at the top of the zone. One pitch, up and away, 2 balls and a strike. That was not close. 99 hot balloons. Here's a check on the runner at first. He's back in. 2-1 the count on Angel Martinez. It is 7-2 Orioles here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner at first, nobody out. The pitch is taken off the plate outside. 3-1. 3-1 now. Come on, Sir Anthony. 5-run lead. You're facing the guy before Ramirez, before Naylor. You got to go after him. You can't put him on. 3-1 the count. And there's a called strike, 99. Just trust that gas. Make him beat you with that gas. 3-2 the count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, popped up, center field, Mullins camping under it, and he makes the catch. 1 away. 1 down in the 8th. 5 more outs to get with a 5-run lead. We got to get it done. Here comes Jose Ramirez. He's been quiet at the plate so far tonight. 0 for 3. This pitch is right on the outside edge, maybe got an inch from the umpire for a called strike 1. The next one from Dominguez is up and away. A wild pitch there from Dominguez. Not a technical wild pitch, but a pitch way off target. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch is swung on. That was 100 miles an hour from Dominguez, and it's fouled away by Ramirez. Hey, thank you, Bill. We got over 100 likes. Fantastic. You guys rule. Runner at first, 1 out. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. That one's drilled. Right field. If it's fair, it's gone. And that ball is gone. Jose Ramirez, a 2-run shot. His 29th on the season. And the Guardians have gotten the game back to within 3. It is now 7-4. And now people who thought Dominguez was the answer are probably second-guessing themselves. Going, well, who the hell is the answer? Hard to say. That does make the bases empty with 1 out. We've got a 3-run lead. We just got to take care of business here. Josh Naylor at the plate. First pitch to him is hit hard on the ground, foul. I mean, it goes without saying. Naylor hits the ball, he hits it hard. I never see weak contact from this guy. Next pitch. That one's popped up. All right, we got him. That one's in on the infield. Come on in and get this one. We've got it. Ramon Arias is in the ball game. I've got some updating to do. That is out number 2. We get Naylor. Naylor is nailed. Folks, so Rutschman came in to pinch hit for Eloy and stays in as a DH. Ryan O'Hearn pinch hit for Mayo is out of the ball game as Ramon Arias is now at third base. Cowser again moves from center to left field with Mullins in center. Lane Thomas at the plate, and he looks at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. Orioles 7, Guardians 4. And if everything works right here, we'll see the bottom of the order for the Guardians in the 9th. Here's a called strike. 0-2 the count. If we play our cards right, we won't have to see the likes of Kwan or Ramirez or Naylor in this ball game. Swing and a miss on an 0-2 pitch, a foot off the plate.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Sir Anthony Dominguez comes in. He gives up a 2-run shot to Jose Ramirez. That doesn't feel good, but folks, it's Jose Ramirez. He's one of the best hitters in baseball, one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. We have to take that 2-run hit and absorb it. This is why we built up a lead. This is war, Peacock. We're going to the 9th with a 3-run lead. Orioles 7, Cleveland 4. Let's get some runs. Holy cow. You know, the Guardians. Arnie, do you remember when they used to recall the Indians? I remember. I don't have any water? Hold on. There we go. All right, get adjusted. Get adjusted. Water run. All right. If you visit other Oriole content sites, please spread the word about the BirdWatcher. Help grow the Oriole community. Folks, I'm telling you, Matt there is not wrong because, again, I don't have any resources, folks. I don't have any connections. I don't have anything to build up this channel. I don't know how to market it in some, YouTube recipe for success way. I'm just kind of doing this flying by the seat of my pants. Just trying to give you a good call. Trying to be a personality that's worth listening to for couple of hours at a time. I think that's what's most important. Ryan Mountcastle at the plate, and first pitch swung on, line drive, base hit that's going to get down and probably going to be a double. Mounty's going to pull in with a slide. It is a leadoff double for Ryan Mountcastle. Turn on the sprinklers and mount up.
Okay, mount up.
That is the 15th hit of the night for the Orioles. Mountcastle at second base, nobody out, and folks, it's Gunnar Henderson. You know where we got to go. We got to go over here. We're over here now. First pitch is up and away for ball 1.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
Yeah, well, he can date my mom, too. He's 3 for 4 tonight. Couple of singles and a double. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, folks, can we cope with the fact that Gunner's not hitting home runs, but he's got a line like tonight, 3 for 4 with a double? Does that work for you? It should. Here's a curveball that's off the catcher's mitt. Gets away a little bit, but Mountcastle will stay at second base. Folks, 15 more subscribers and we can get to the year of our independence, 1776. Come on. Do it for America. The 2-1 pitch. Check swing. Appeal, no swing. 3-1 to Gunner. That's right, folks. Matt has made it public. Gunner may marry Matt's mom. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled back, 3-2. Full count, nobody out. Mountcastle at second base. 7-4 Baltimore in the top of the ninth. Pitch. Swung on, line drive, caught at second base, and look at that backhanded flip by Jimenez in an attempt to double up Mountcastle at second base. Good Lord, is Andres Jimenez a slick fielder. Gunner hit the crap out of this one. Jimenez catches the line drive and then does a behind-the-back flip to second like it's nothing. Here's Anthony Santander, folks.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Last chance to get some taters up in the chat. This pitch is off the plate outside, ball 1. Santander is 2 for 4 on the night. A lot of Oriole hitters with a multi-hit game. He pops this one up behind the plate. It looks like it's going to stay in play, and it does. Austin Hedges, who is now on to catch after Bo Naylor was pinch hit for, makes the putout. 2 out in the inning here in the top of the ninth. $14 away from independence. Folks, this is baseball. This is America. Let's get to 1776. Adley Rutschman at the plate.
Let the clutch out gently.
This ball gets away, and Mountcastle's going to move up to third base. It's not as big of a deal now with 2 down, but Mountcastle does get up to third base here after a wild pitch. Okay, back to needing 15. Yenier Cano is getting loose, folks. That is who we're calling upon to close. This is a save situation if we don't add on here, as Rutschman is going to be now intentionally walked. They're going to put him on.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Rutschman is on now at first base. Runners at the corners with 2 down. And up steps Ramon Urias. This would have been Kobe Mayo's spot. This one's popped up. Should be playable. Shortstop. Rocchio. No, that's not Rocchio. Who's out there? Schneeman? There's players moving all over the damn place. I don't know, but they caught it, and that's the end of the inning. Folks, we're going to the bottom of the ninth. The Orioles have a 3-run lead, and it's going to be Yenier Cano to come on to try to
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
We're calling upon Cano. Let's go. What do you know? Baltimore O. What do I got to play here? I don't know. I'm running out of ideas. Folks, if we can hang on to this 3-run lead, just to let everybody know, one promise.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get late.
All right? That's right.
Bye-bye, birdie. Bye-bye, birdie.
Hey, everybody. All right, let's send it back on over here. Due up in the bottom of the ninth. It's the bottom part of the order. Jimenez, Schneemann, and Hedges. That's what I'm saying, Dan. No excuses to not come away with a W here. Time to get the job done and give ourselves a shot at coming away with a split. And I will take a split. And I'll add a banana. Yes, sir. Charlie Day from Always Sunny. Well played, Gibney. Well played. Everybody. See, all of my little drops, at least one person knows the reference. I got a little something for everybody. All right, Yinny or Cano, coming on out here. 3 outs needed. With a 3-run lead. And save opportunities 4 for 7. Craig Kimbrell is shown sitting in the bullpen, bouncing a baseball up and down between his hands. Hey, you're getting paid $10 million to do that. At least make it look like you enjoy it. Or is it $11 million? I don't know. Whatever. It's slightly more than what I've made in Super Chats tonight. Here's Andres Jimenez, who takes up and in for ball 1. Jimenez is 1 for 3 tonight. Next pitch. Hit on the ground. Backhanded by Mountcastle and an off-balance throw. And Cano's foot's on the bag. What a play. I don't know how he pulled it off. Mountie had to range far to his right. Just able to backhand this ball before it gets into the outfield. Throwing way, way off balance. You're wondering where this throw's even going to go. It's low. Cano has to go to the ground. Keeps his foot on the bag. What a play to get this first out here in the ninth. Oh, nice job, Mountie, and nice job, Cano. Here's another. That's a replay. Fantastic. 1 out. Here comes perhaps a pinch hitter. I don't know. Let's see. Is it Schneemann? Mountcastle having a laugh with the first base umpire about that last play. Boy, we're getting several replays here. All right, 1 down, 2 more to get. Schneemann at the plate, the pitch. That one's drilled. Center field, right toward Mullins, and he makes the catch. Hit on a line, but right to dead center, and Set is there waiting. 2 down, 1 more to go. Come on, Charm City Chat. It's your last chance to make some noise. Austin Hedges, the backup catcher, at the plate. Hitting 159 on the season. The pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Cano. Outside again. Hey, a super chat. Folks, we did it. Your boy has been tipped. Thank you so much. Daniel says BW the Hat has to make an appearance in the first inning tomorrow. Well, for $10, you got a deal. Here's a called strike. And the count is 2-1 on Hedges. Daniel, deal. It'll be on my head as soon as I turn on the broadcast. And folks, stick around. We'll talk about tomorrow's game. Here's a called strike, too. One more strike. 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. A 2-2 count with the bases empty. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cano is frozen in his pose. And the Orioles have won Game 3 and have gotten back into this series. It is a 7-4 win for Baltimore. That's right, folks. How you doing? Wait, hold on. How you doing? How you doing? Charm City chat, huh? I didn't need to sit on BW's head tonight because I know when I'm not needed. I'll be around tomorrow. I'll be sitting on BW's head. You know why? Because Daniel Warata was nice enough to throw $10 BW's way to help out his channel. And for that, thank you. Thank you, Daniel. I'll be sitting on BW's head first thing tomorrow. All right. Folks, final score. Orioles 7, Guardians 4. 7 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. The Guardians, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Zack Eflin. Give him the Eflin win, right? Or is it Perez? Who gets the W on this? Who gets the W? Because that happened. We didn't rally until... Somebody tell me who won this ball game. This Yahoo... You know what? I'm just going straight over to the ESPN page. I don't know why Yahoo can't just tell you the winner and the loser. We'll find out over here. I'll just play some chill music while I do this. And then we'll talk about tomorrow's game. All right. Your winner is Zack Eflin. Wow. Okay, he does get the W. He evens up his record at 7-7. Cantillo, the loss, 0-1. Cano with his 5th save. Folks, Austin Slater with 2 hits and only 3 at-bats leading off tonight. Mountie had a hit. Gunnar went 3 for 5 with an RBI, scored twice. Tony 2 for 5, scored twice. Eloy with a 2-hit game and an RBI. Rutschman on as a pinch hitter with a base hit, a run scored, and 2 driven in, and he also got a walk. Kobe Mayo went 0 for 3, no worries. Ryan O'Hearn pinch hit, he got a hit. He drove in a run, and he scored. Cowser kept his hitting streak alive, added an RBI and a walk. McCann with an 0-fer, and Holiday 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. The Orioles wound up leaving 8 men on base, but I think we're going to be happy with this result. Lots of extra base hits. 1, 2, 3, 4 doubles, and a triple, but no home runs. You kidding me? No bye-bye birdies? No home runs? We won without the home run. Come on. Come on. Let's hear it. Let me get back to the bottom of this. All right. Let's look at tomorrow's matchup. For your beloved Baltimore Orioles. Going to try to take a split against the best team with the best record in baseball. We got a weird one tomorrow. Oh, your boy's going to be up tonight. Oh, boy. Late night with the devil. Folks, if you've never hung out with BW for what is, for you, an early game, oh, it's a late night slumber party with your boy BW, and Corbin Burns is going to be on the mound. Oh, we're going to have a game you're going to want to be here for, folks. What are we talking about? It's a Sunday game, right? All right. So just don't have too big of a hangover. Get yourself ready for this game. It's going to start at 1:40 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be on the air at 1:30 p.m. Corbin Burns is on the mound. Gavin Williams for the Guardians. I mean, he's got a record of 1-3, 29 innings pitched. Where are their starters at? 3 of the 4 games we're facing guys that are either over, Carrasco and then Cantillo and now this. With Corbin Burns, folks, we're going to level this series. We're going to level this series and show these Guardians what we're made of. Corbin Burns is going to... I missed a super chat? Oh, shoot. Hey, the man. Hey, I missed you, but here I am. That's how bad my vision is. The man hooking me up. That'll buy a latte. Thank you, sir, for a Chilo shout-out. Hey, Chilo, I'm shouting you out. Chilo, did we get swept? Huh? What do you got to say about that? I know it's a Boston thing, but I'm going to borrow it. How about dem apples? Corbin Burns 11-4, going for win number 12, and he's going to get it because we're going to turn this thing around. That's right. We're going to turn this thing around. All right, folks, I think that's going to do it for me. I need some breakfast. I haven't eaten a damn thing, just coffee. Damn, I'm good at this. Hey, folks, tell everybody you know. Let everybody know that the BirdWatcher is out there. And to get in, you want to be cool. You don't want to be the one that's like, oh. You don't want to be like the last person to understand what the word twerk means. Like, my sister 15 years ago or whatever it was. You want to be in early when it's cool. All right? Get in when it's cool. Get some friends in here. We're going to get this puppy up to 2,000 subs. Lickety split. It's going to happen. All right? Thank you, everybody, especially to the mods for all the help. You guys are the best. Again, I'm going to be calling the game in like 14 hours? So I'm probably going to maybe find a nap somewhere or whatever. It's going to be an interesting night tonight. You might need to help me get across the finish line. We're in this thing together. All right, everybody? Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher. And I'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.